What is going on, my YouTube family? It is your boy Zary from the XMG, bringing you a Dragon Champions video. This is Sunday night, probably won't be out till Monday. Got some editing to do, and I am going to go over the legendary characters and where I have them ranked. There's 7 of them, so 7 through 1, and how I would farm them coming into this new rotation. So we're going to go over that. But if you're just finding me for the first time and you're liking what you're seeing, click that subscribe button, turn on notifications, all that good stuff that goes along with it. So let's get into all the legendary characters ranked in my personal opinion. So when it comes to making tier lists and things like that, it is really difficult in his personal opinion. And what I tried to do is I tried to rank them all the way down. You know, I was looking at stats like plug and play viability, what they did to the faction, and you know what, I just said screw it. I could not figure out a good way to do this because they all rank the same. So what I did is I just laid out all 7 characters in a row, and I said which one of these characters do I have to eliminate, and I went that way. So the 7th is the first one I eliminated, because they are all extremely good characters. They're legendary characters. They all have good kits. They can all be plug and played. So it was extremely difficult, and that is just the way I am going to handle it. And let's see if you can agree with me. And you know what? That's especially the top 3. They could go in any order at all, and I would agree with you. So this is just my personal opinion. So we're going to break down the legendary characters first. The first legendary character we received in the game was Soleus. Soleus came into the game on 11/6/19 for his first appearance. His second appearance came on 1/1/20, and then his third appearance was 3/3/20. So he's been in the game 3 times. He's an exceptional character. The next legendary character that we received as we progressed throughout this whole year in Dragon Champions is as follows. Ember. Ember came into the game, and I cannot get these lights right on the green screen tonight, so I'm sorry. But Ember came into the game for the first time on 12/5/19. Then she came back into the game on 2/15/20. Then her third appearance in the game was 6/25/20. Now, according to BADragonChampion.info, she is tentatively set up for a 10/1 release date. Now, that could be subject to change. She is your panda, and she is awesome. The third legendary that we received after Soleus and Ember, General Murdoch. General Murdoch first came into the game on 1/24/20. He was our first 7-star unlock in the game, and he's really good. He takes that whole goblin faction to the next level. The second time we saw General Murdoch was 5/12/20. Now, General Murdoch was the first character I was not able to unlock in the game when we could unlock them. So that 5/12/20 was a big deal for me, and I couldn't wait to unlock him. Now again, according to BADragonChampion.info, he is slated tentatively to return to the game 9/3/20. And of course, you need your demons to unlock General Murdoch. After General Murdoch came Renara, the Pride Healer. Unbelievable. Only character with resurrection in the game. Was first seen on 3/8/20, requiring pandas. Renara returned on 7/16/20, which I was able to take her to 7-star. Now she is tentatively slated to return on 10/15/20. Now the next character we received is Thaline, or Thalana, however you want to pronounce it, and that required your goblins. I was able to unlock her to 5-star, was not able to get her to 7 yet. That's the last legendary I have to take to 7 stars. Thalana has appeared once in the game, Thaline, and that was on 6/2/20. And according to BADragonChampion.info, the tentative return date for her is 9/24/20. so I gotta make sure I have my goblins ready to go. So close to Dr. Frank 7-star. Then here comes the Doom. Mor'Doom himself. Human, unlock. Another 330 shard unlock. And the first time we saw Mor'Doom was 4/21/20. Mor'Doom is slated to return 8/20/20, and again, subject to change. Mor'Doom, unbelievable character. Then, the last character we have, requiring your pride, Buff. We all know Buff, Demon, requires the pride, super RNG dependent. But the first time we saw Buff was 8/6/20, so we just got over his event. We all know that. And he is slated to return 10/29/20. So, like I said, to rank these characters was just extremely difficult by statistics and viability, and so I just 7 characters in a row, and I had to eliminate one each round, and that's where they fell, is whoever I eliminated first became the 7th. And like I said, you could put them in any order, but this is the way I feel about the character. We're going to go over them a little bit, and we'll go from there. So, let's jump into it.
7.
Coming in at number 7 for me is Ember. Ember is a fantastic DPS character. She is super good carrying the mage tag. She has the chance for a mass dispel. She has stun, burning mechanic. But out of these legendaries, she's just the bottom tier. She's just a really, really good DPS character. She doesn't really change the pandas very much. She can be plug and played in really any lineup you want her to be. She really goes great with Cruel. But out of these whole characters, if you told me I couldn't have one, it would be Ember.
6.
Number 6, General Murdoch. General Murdoch is awesome. He takes that whole goblin faction to another level. He is probably the least plug-and-play viable of any of the legendaries, although it can be done. The assist train he gets going is really good, but you take him out of the goblins and he really loses his element. He has a lot of debuffs he can put around. He has slow, he has stun, he has a whole bunch of things. AoEs. He's a really, really good character, and if you like goblins, then General Murdoch should be the first one you farm. But again, I'd already lost Ember. The next one up, I'd rather have a lot of other characters than General Murdoch of the legendaries. That's why Murdoch comes in at 6 for me.
5.
Number 5, Soleus. Now Soleus, you might be saying, wow, Soleus. Soleus's day in the sun, pun intended, is gone. And he's still a great character, especially early on in the game, and he's going to be free to play. You don't have to wait. As soon as you get your orcs up and running, you can constantly chip away at his event, and he is worth all the investment into your subpar faction of early game orcs to unlock. He has, cheat death, very good viable leadership for humans, the order in general, increasing damage. He has Amos's blessing. Mass heal is phenomenal. Counterattack for humans. He's really, really good. It's just the other legendaries have surpassed him. As time's gone on, Soleus isn't the old Soleus we used to be. And he's still extremely good. Just not anything better than number 5, in my opinion.
4.
Number 4, Renara. Pride, still lacking, but she's good. She can be plug and played. Definitely deserving of number 4. Just doesn't quite crack that top 3, even though she has the only resurrection in the game. She has a very good heal with the regenerations put on top. She brings a lot of good stuff to the table. It's just, for me, I'd rather have her above Soleus, General Murdoch, completely geared 11, and Ember, because I could do so much more with her. But she just doesn't crack that top 3 spot. And if she made the Pride meta-defining, I'd put her in there.
3.
Number 3, Mor'Doom. Now, like I said, you could put these top 3 in any single order and be perfectly okay with it. Mor'Doom is phenomenal. He's much better with demons. He can be plug and played. He summons demons. He dispels on his basic. He has the third move with the scythe there that he puts ability block, all that stuff. But the other 2 legendaries are just better in my opinion. If you gave me the choice of Thaleen, Mor'Doom, or Buff, some people might take Mor'Doom, and I'm perfectly okay with that. But I'd rather have one of the other 2. Number 2, Buff. Buff is a amazing character. 30 speed on his leadership. All those debuffs, all the turn meter swap, the decreased turn meter on his basic. Phenomenal. The only thing that keeps Buff from number 1 in my opinion is it's so random. I don't know what buffs I'm getting. I don't know what buffs I'm putting on myself. I could put Taunt on my healer and it can mess up your whole fight. Still the second best legendary in my game, but if it wasn't for that RNG, he'd be number 1.
1.
My number 1, and I completely slept on this character, Thaleen. Plug and played with anybody. Makes the elves somewhat viable, especially with Count Delman. Thalia. Just, she can do things. She can do some good things. You know, she has so many good moves in her move kit. Blade of Fury, ability block for 1 turn. If all enemies receive damage, inflicts ability block on them. So all AoE ability block. Heal block and buff immunity for 2 turns. Unbelievable. Basic. Daze. She has everything you want in the kit. And you could say Zeri. So does Buff. Well, I know what I'm getting with Thaleen. I know if I hit all of those on the AoE, I'm getting the ability block. I know I'm getting heal immunity and buff immunity. I know I'm getting daze. Yes, potency, tenacity check required, but the same thing goes for Buff. Unbelievable character. I slept on her so hard, and I was wrong. She is a beast, and I would put her in any single team, and she will work. Any single team, she'll work. There is the list of my legendary breakdowns, and that's how I feel. And you can tell me I'm wrong, and that's cool. And like I said, any of these characters could go anywhere because it's basically on how you feel. But, just to review quickly, number 7, Ember. Number 6, Murdoch. Number 5, Solius. Number 4, Renara. Number 3, Mor'Doom. Number 2, we have Buff. And number 1, Favorite. So, you might say, Zeri, how would you farm them? Now, my overall opinion on them does not change the way that I would farm these characters, because you can do it to make sense. Now, if you love Pride and you want Renara, get her. You want Buff, get him. But logical progression in the game for me would go like this. 1, I'm still starting with orcs. I'm farming my orcs and I'm unlocking Solius, right? You get Solius unlocked, you stop working on your orcs, and you move to your humans, right? Makes sense. You have Solius, you start building up your humans. You get your humans for Mor'Doom, right? Once you get Mor'Doom unlocked and up and running, switch to your demons. Mor'Doom makes a lot of sense with demons. So you start working on your demons with Mor'Doom in there. So you already have orcs somewhat done. You have your humans, and now you're working on your demons. And then with your demons, you get to unlock General Murdoch, right? So you've hit 3 of them, and you've leveled up some pretty good factions. After you've unlocked General Murdoch, you switch over and you start working on your goblins for Thaleen, right? You have Mor'Doom, you have your demons built up, then you have your goblins. You'll get your goblins ready to go so you can get Thaleen. After you unlock Thaleen, you start working on your elves. She is the best leadership. You have Nightiel probably all ready to go because you have Solius, you have Wonderlua, you have Count Delman, Kelrin. Got some heavy damage dealers in there. And that'll make getting Ember amazing. So you get Ember, and then you start going towards the pandas. The pandas are lacking sorely. They have a lot of good plug-and-play characters. Ember, Rin the Unseen, Patriarch Chi, Kin Lee, even Lake to an extent. But they don't have a healer yet, so they're still kind of, to me, an incomplete faction. So you have Ember with your pandas. You start working on them because you need them for Renara, right? So then you finally unlock the final component. You get Renara, you start gearing your pride for buff. It's a logical progression. Orcs, humans, demons, goblins, elves, pandas, pride. Now, like I said, lists are lists. This is my list. You could have your own list. You want buff first, go for them first. But if you want a logical progression through the game, that's the way you do it. There is my Legendaries 7 through 1. Let me know what you think down below. Am I way off? Would you have put somebody else in a different spot? Let me know. And as always, if you're just finding me for the first time and you're liking what you're seeing, click that subscribe button, turn on notifications, all that good stuff that goes along with it. All my XMG family members out there, you know I love you. Rested up this weekend, nice relaxing weekend, and I'm back at it, ready to go. So look for more things coming from me throughout the week. I love y'all. I'll see you in the next one. I'm out.